Cash.
Los Angeles.
Rock and roll. My money.
When will they stop?
Well, now.
Long Beach, clear skies.
And now, on with the show.
And it is a perfect Sunday morning for you right here. It's Mother's Day weekend.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to do all things mothers coming on up with these my friends.
With these
Careful.
mothers. We got some mothers in the
Just
studio.
let it go. I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And today on the show, we talked in a previous show about entering Boomer in Long Beach's favorite pet contest. We're going to reveal some of the finalists, and we're going to speak to one coming up on the show. I don't know. I'm going to tease you. Is it Boomer? Is it Boomer?
He looks pretty relaxed right now.
Yeah.
And
we're also going to do something we kind of forgot to do, didn't we?
yeah.
Danny?
Oh, yeah, that.
Yes.
Yeah. We raised all this money for the Power of 100.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a guitar donated to us to give away. We're going to do that today on the show.
And we kept it.
And how are we going to do that?
We'll see. I got to come in. Yeah, hang out there because we forgot how we can do this fairly. So I'm going to have you as witnesses right here in the room.
Well,
all right?
And we have an interview with one of our friends and community members coming up about a restaurant week and an opportunity to eat some good food.
That's awesome. It's all today on the show. First of all, Mother's Day. And, people said, what are you doing for Mom's Day? And I'm going, I got to check. And so I call my mother, and she says, I'm sorry, I'll be out of town. Like, what? Apparently, it's a faction of my family that decided, the Arizona faction, to invite Mom to come there for Mother's Day. I'm still waiting for my invitation in the mail. But, so in other words, I get a little reprieve.
Out? You got left out?
I could say left out, but a reprieve is the word I choose to use.
I get that.
And I don't want to make fun of anybody out there with the issues, but our family's a joking family, right? And so my mom is having a little bit of memory issues. She's just starting on that road. You know how it is. Yeah. So I told my brother, just tell her I'm there.
Tell me you were there.
She won't remember. Oh, that's
well,
awesome.
we're going to celebrate Mother's Day with the music today. All the music is mother related.
That's really great. And also, this week, we are connected, of course, as you know, with the Long Beach Post. They're interns. We share interns here at the radio station. And there is a new group. Actually, it's about a couple years old. In Los Angeles, that's been aggregating all of the small newsrooms that are going out of business and deciding to grant them the ability to stay liquid and to stay producing. And most importantly, to up the amount of journalism coming out of the neighborhoods. So it started
it's not coming. It's not coming from the top down.
Yeah. So this organization called LA Local, right, supplies grants for news organizations to keep them alive.
Nice.
And they've chosen the Long Beach Post.
Woohoo!
They have completed an arrangement to combine forces. So instead of now 4 reporters in the Long Beach Post, there's going to be an access to hundreds all over the LA County area in smaller newsrooms. East LA is already winning awards, the newsrooms there. And these are high schoolers doing journalism. So you've heard of the movement to get journalism into the neighborhood. The plan they have was outlined day before yesterday at Breakers, at their annual Long Beach Post meeting, for their donors and their high givers and that kind of thing. And first of all, it was at Breakers, so everyone showed up.
Right.
Of course. Thank you, Dr. Molina, because he footed the bill. And then they presented this new arrangement between Long Beach Post and LA Local. And the mayor was there and had a few things to say about why that's important.
We are an incredible city. The arts, the contributions to the arts and culture around the world, our role that we play in our county is an incredibly important role. As Long Beach goes, the county and the city of LA typically follow as it comes to shaping policy. We're a place where investment is taking place and that story isn't fully being told. The work that we're doing in Long Beach is important to California, it's important to the region. We're one of the fastest growing aerospace and mass manufacturing clusters. That story needs to be told. And in the next few years, there's no mistake why Long Beach is being featured in 2028. Because we've shown that we can manage and handle these large scale events. Like we just did Grand Prix, 200,000 people. All of that emphasis is not by accident. It's because we're a very special community that deserves more attention. So I say all that to say, this is welcome news. What we've seen, and your question was what has been the impact of what's happening. We remember when Press Telegram was a massive building, a massive newsroom, right? And we're fortunate that Long Beach has had numerous periodicals, Long Beach Post, This Journal, Press Telegram, all of them. And we've seen the consolidation, a number of them come together, and it becomes a bit of a jump ball for news, right? A bit of, people pay attention to Long Beach when something incredibly exceptional happens or moderately bad, right? And more likely something moderately bad will happen than incredibly exceptional. So to see the philanthropy come in, relieve some pressure, do the storytelling that Long Beach deserves as a city, the second largest city in the 6-county Southern California region, is important. And I think it's going to make our entire region stronger because of our contribution. So this is welcome. You have my support. Whatever we can do to be helpful, please count on us.
He basically outlined all the things that make Long Beach so important, right? And then he went into a story about what's happening over at Ford. Apparently, they have this new incubating design for all the EVs that's happening over there, and they hope to attract all this new talent. So he was saying that, and so proud. And then, of course, we reached out to him and said, he saw my KLVP pin and said, I want to be on your radio station.
Sweet.
We want him.
Thought, what do you want to do, hip-hop? No, he wants to be on the radio station. And he said, when can I come on? And I said, well, you can come on anytime you want. He said, how's next week? So hopefully next week when you listen to this, he'll be here with us.
Excellent.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I'd
love to have Mayor Richardson here. But I love what's happening over at the Post because there's going to be an enrollment looking for folks that would be considered documenters. And a documenter would go to a local meeting and then produce the notes from what happened and get that to LA Local or Long Beach Post, wherever the meeting was important, and then get that circulated around so everyone knows what's going on in the different neighborhoods.
Great.
These documenters will be paid to do this. So they're looking now. They're going to start recruiting in a couple months for documenters here in Long Beach. So if you're hearing this, and what's that? The Long Beach Post.
Oh, the Post.
They will be hiring these documenters to help them assess what's going on, like right at the doorsteps of the neighborhoods here. Rather than 4 people, now all these other documenters will be also people reporting back to the Long Beach Post. So,
Great.
So things that normally got skipped over.
Yeah. That's very exciting because mainstream media is so, all the stories coming out from that is so depressing that now coming out of the communities is the way to do it. And I think that's the way to strengthen everything should come up out of the communities first instead of expected to come down from the government.
And they're looking for young people, young talent that can do this sort of thing, that are interested in civic duty, and they're going to pay you for it. So that's
great.
One thing about this that's going to be very positive. Then all the resources they now share and talk about subscribers and people that will find them, and this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, the Long Beach Post is solid as it is,
Absolutely.
but this is a definite addition to that.
Yeah, and as they skirted along for the last couple of years, in all full disclosure, I'm a member of their board of directors, and it's been tough. As a nonprofit, and certainly we know that here, but they have a heck of a lot more expenses than we do.
Yeah.
And, people have jobs that they were afraid of losing as this subscriptions, didn't quite make it. Right. And their advertising no longer supports the entire operation. So they were happy as could be for having jobs that have now been saved.
Amazing.
So that's amazing. Let's hear it out for them. And they're going to come over and do a whole hour on this new project with us. Because there's a lot of details that I just don't have time or knowledge to get into. So as soon as all the dust settles down over there, but everything, if you've heard anything on the air about Long Beach Post, in trouble, that's over. They're done. I'm happy about it. And,
it's great. It's such a great organization.
Great organization. Yeah. So that's one thing that went on during this week. And have you heard about that trend, the TikTok trend?
Probably not. What is
the Scientology running?
I did see. Actually, I did see.
No, tell me about it.
It's the best. They also, I saw they go to go to this. I love it because they go to the Scientology building in Hollywood, and
I love it already.
Have the cameras on, the glasses with the cameras or GoPros or whatever, and they just run into the building and they go as far as they can before they get kicked out. Yeah. And it's happened so often that they took the door handles off of the front doors,
so you can't get in.
You can't get in from the outside, which is so very culty.
During the 1980s, my best friend lived across the street from the Celebrity Center in Hollywood. That's a Scientology for all the celebrities.
Right.
And their main operations here in LA, in Hollywood anyway. And We went over for lunch one day, and my observations were strange because, number one, you go and it's a wonderful dining room. It's like sort of like going to the Assistants League or something nice,
Right.
And they have a wonderful menu. But they have a table roped off for Al Ron, just in case he comes back from the dead for lunch and needs a table.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little woo.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
then,
still, they're holding out hope, huh?
and, that's part of their thing.
That's
He's going to
the
come
thing,
back.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he may come back in time for lunch and hungry.
Right, and to write, and to write another
Get me
science
ready.
fiction novel.
But we tried to leave after lunch, and no, it wasn't easy to leave. They wanted to talk to you for a few minutes.
Of course.
And
of course
that's
they
all
did.
about, right?
Were there handles on the inside of the door?
There were not. We tried to get out a back door, and it was locked. And so when this thing happened, is Scientology running? I thought, I know why. Because they're trying to see if they can get all the way through the building, like we
They're
did.
trying to get through the building, exactly.
And this is happening now more and more. Ever
Oh,
since
I saw one. I saw
no.
one where a guy went with a bunch of dwarfs.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It is hilarious. It is that is like Howard Stern comedy right there.
we don't want to put anybody who's calling themselves a church down, right? We don't really
course
want to.
not.
But these fools are crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the thanometers and the different levels. And having worked in a similar operation, and I say similar because it was alleged that Werner Erhard for EST stole all the technology. He sold all the smart stuff and left all the woo-woo stuff behind.
Oh, I remember S.
Yeah, and I worked with
That
Werner.
was like 90s?
In the 80s, I worked with Werner.
Oh, okay.
I was one of his assistants, right? And we found out that there is that sort of that weirdness that goes on, but it's all a scheme. I don't want to allege anything illegal, but it's a scheme to get you to keep paying money.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And when I went to Werner one day, after 4 years of service for free, and the kind of service where you're never late, they don't want
Right.
any excuses. Show up, do your work, and shut up, right? And I said, hey, I made you a lot of money. I was the number one enrollment person in San Francisco. He said, yeah, you made, yeah. I said, well, and that's kind of the game, right? He goes, yeah, you figured it out. And I said, great, I'm done.
And that was it.
And
huh?
but it was kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't upset. He never said it wasn't. But people just sort of got what they needed and went away. And I got a lot from it. I got a lot of my ability to lead from that organization. But boy,
Interesting.
It seems like you needed to move on from there to selling timeshares.
yeah, you know what?
Right.
I would have been a real good timeshare.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you say, what is it? What is it, Mike? Is it the money? Is it the money? We can talk about that, okay?
Right,
But
right.
how are things at home? How's your relationship? You get in there, and the
Right.
next thing you know, they're giving you money.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know all about the Scientology running, but man, it's something else. When I saw this, I thought I have the personal reason why
Yeah.
I'm cheering them on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, true.
And good entertainment online.
Whatever. So that was part of our week, but we have got things to get to. We've got a guest waiting. It's Mother's Day weekend, and we got some great music, right?
Absolutely. We're going to start it off with one of the greatest mama songs of all time. Tupac and Dear Mama. That's, of course, the great Tupac.
Probably the best Mother's Day song ever.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, if you didn't listen to the lyrics, rewind. Wait, you can't do that.
You can't do that. Stream it.
Because it is great. It's amazing. That's awesome. It's Mornings on the Beach for your Saturday, Sunday morning time right here. Danny Lemos.
Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And we have a very special guest returning.
We have a return guest today,
He
Mike.
wanted to come back.
He was begging. He was like, Melanie, I really want to come back to Mornings on the Beach.
Aw.
Actually, not true. I called him and said, hey, we want to hear more
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Cambodian Restaurant Week. So we have Sayon Syprasoeuth with us.
Hi.
Hi, to give us all the news.
Good to see you again.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm here to tell the whole world about Cambodian Restaurant Week coming up.
Please.
Yeah, May 16th, Saturday at 10 Mile Brewing Company in Signal Hill. And that's going to be from 11 until 1 p.m. for the VIP special. And then the event would be from 11 to 3 p.m. So anyway, yeah, just get your VIP ticket. We're going to have folks eat and try out different Cambodian food. Like you get 3 main dishes, samples, 3 drinks from the vendors, 3 desserts. So it's all 3, 3, 3, right?
Wow.
You're right. And since we're at the brewery, we thought, we're going to have people have a beer either the 3
Of course.
desserts or 1 beer flight. And then you get a gift bag, and then you get raffle tickets
Wow.
to win special prizes.
Wow,
Yeah.
doing all
This is
kinds
for
of
the
stuff.
VIPs?
Yes.
Nice.
That is great. And who benefits from this? We want to make sure people know.
So who benefits? Yeah, so United Cambodian Community is a nonprofit. We help support small local businesses. So it pays our staff member to do workshops and counseling,
Fantastic.
marketing with small businesses. We do community building. Our staff goes around rallying up and working with partnerships and doing outreach and things like that with the local businesses.
Fantastic. It's a
Yeah.
great cause. But first, I want to know who's cooking. Where's the food coming from? It's
The
great.
food's coming from the guy that he's really well known is the Cambodian cowboy. He's also Chad Fong, so he does the Cambodian barbecue. So he
Ooh.
does these barbecue. He has this grill as just he drags around, and he's always stationed there at the 10 Mile Brewery. We've been working with him for a while. He's done amazing things.
We've seen
in
him.
terms of his food.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have to fess up. I go there a lot to 10 Mile Brewery, and I usually go when he is set up there because it is amazing barbecue.
Oh, you have me.
Yeah, and
I'm
the thing is,
salivating
you don't want
already.
to go there late, right? If you get there late,
you get there
you'll
late,
run
you're out of
food.
luck.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Good
Absolutely.
to know. Excellent.
So what is, if we want to try like a traditional Cambodian dish, what do we do? What do you recommend for newcomers to Cambodian cuisine?
Yes, for newcomers, so the Cambodian Restaurant Week will take place. So the kickoff is May 16th, but you have a whole week. We have a list for you to look at CambodianRestaurantWeekLB.com. So those are the list of different restaurants you can go and try. So depending if you're a vegetarian, you can have a vegetarian dish. There's different soup type, like a tom yum, or there is a fusion, by the way, like a full, like Cambodian gatil. So there are sections in Cambodia that are half Vietnamese and half Cambodian. So a lot of the food merge. And like for Sophie's restaurant on PCH, she does Cambodian Thai merge fusion. And we also have Ao Ao, which is like a Lao Cambodian fusion food. So if you wanted to try soup, you definitely have the gatil, which is like a noodle soup with meatballs, all kinds of intestine in there, just depending on what you like. Of course, you can get tofu and vegetarian too. And I think one of my favorite is the lab, which is like a salad that has like, of course, vegetables, but then you can include different protein in there, like chicken, pork, beef,
Sounds
shrimp.
incredible.
So depending on that restaurant that would provide it. So yeah, Melanie, Danny.
I'm already there.
Yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in.
You had
Well,
me.
I know Sophie's well.
You know what? We have to get more on the mark about this. When we invite guests to talk about food, they need to come to the studio.
And bring it.
Bring the food, yes.
Or we need to go to the restaurant.
I'm looking now at the website. It's fun. It's really nice. It's great. Cambodian Restaurant Week LB.com.
Correct.
Find out more information about that and all the dates and everything there. That's awesome. That's great.
Well, and I was hoping it was going to be one of the days where we had somebody from the Post here, because I see that Cambodia Town is going to get an arch, an entryway.
Yes.
An entryway arch.
we
I
are.
saw that.
that's right.
I saw that in the
Right.
Post. Where's that going to be?
Well, the community have been talking about like where the best location would be. As you know, the Cambodia Town is like roughly just under like a half a mile stretch on Anaheim Street. Like between Junipero and Alameda's Atlantic area. But so folks are thinking in terms of like, where is it and where's like a lot of the activations that's been happening. And they're thinking perhaps kind of like the area by like MacArthur Park.
Oh, that'd
okay.
be
Or-
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and or further down, which could be more like a nice symbolic entryway is Atlantic and Anaheim.
That's
when
cool.
people come through that area.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So-
actually great.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
That's so cool.
I know the design is really beautiful.
Oh, you've seen it, huh?
Yes, I've seen the design. Hopefully they stick with that one.
Yeah, because it looks great. It looks really great. That's great. So Cambodian Restaurant Week, that's coming up not this weekend, but next weekend. It all starts up, and then the following week, it's just happening every night there. Organized by the United Cambodian Community here. Is it a foundation, or are you guys you're a nonprofit, of course?
We're a nonprofit. We've been established to help serve the immigrant and refugee community in 1977. There was like a huge wave of Cambodian refugees coming out to America and throughout the world. And that was like kind of done in part, like post-Vietnam War, right? At that time. And so, and so like,
That's how you got here, right? You came over as a refugee. How old were you when you came over?
Oh, my goodness. I was about 11 years old.
That's wild.
When my family of 9 people came. And we got sponsored by a Lutheran church family in Iowa.
Talk about from one to wow.
Yeah, that's a cold switch.
Yeah, well, that's great. But that's fantastic, and here you are contributing so much to Long Beach. Every time we turn a corner, Melanie and I, together, we find you. So we're always working on something together. That's great to know. I saw your post about gray hair. You were talking. He posted about he's getting gray, and I thought, what? Talk to
I'm catching up to you, Danny.
I know. You don't see yourself much unless you look in a mirror, right? So at some point, I thought to myself, when did my black hair go away?
Yeah.
Now I look like my dad, so there's something to look forward to.
Hey, at least you all have hair, right?
That's great.
Mike's got a head of hair too. I don't know what he's talking about.
That's great. All right. Well, we'll see you for sure out there. Right.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
So happy
Thanks
to have
for
you.
coming.
No worries at all. Now I'm hungry, so it's time for a little music.
And come back. We need to know what's going on.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll come back. I'll bring food next time. I'll bring food.
There you go.
Please.
Will you bring us somebody who will do a Cambodian music show? A hybrid, whatever they want to do. I want that music on this radio station. Discovering it myself, because I thought to myself, I need to educate myself on that whole genre of music. And it's so great.
We used to have some dengue fever on rotation.
And that was my entry into it. And then wow, there's all this fusion music going on now. We need to represent. Here, so that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll see if I can bring somebody that can do like a cappella singing, and then maybe like an instrument person. That'd be cool.
Why not? That'd be awesome. All right, Sayon, take care.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, Danny, Melanie, see you guys.
See you around.
Thanks.
Bye. Now we've got a little bit of Grateful Dead coming up, right?
Yeah, I mean we're all over the board with this Mama Day salute. This is
I love this song.
A Grateful Dead tune that was originally done by Merle Haggard. It's called Mama Tried. All right, that's a Merle Haggard song done by the Grateful Dead.
It didn't sound like them at first. It doesn't sound like them.
Yeah, well, Bob Weir, who was one of the lead members of the band, was a big country fan, and so they would work these country songs into their sets. And this is a perfect Mother's Day song, Mama Tried.
And that's what we're doing here.
This is Mornings on the Beach, Bob on the beat, speaking to you from 2nd Street, asking the question, what is the worst and the best gift that you have either given or gotten for Mother's Day? And what's your name?
My name's Nicole, and I feel like the best gift I have given to my mom is she really loves like personal things, and flowers. So I just gave her a little poster of all her kids' birth flowers and just mushed them into one, and now she hangs it in the living room. So it's just a reminder of all her kids. And
obviously the best gift I got for Mother's Day are my children. Mm-hmm. Yes, those are the best and most wonderful gifts I could ever possibly get.
The best is just spending time with my children.
Yeah.
And worst gift I would say was... I don't think I've had a worst gift, actually. I think they're all great.
Well, I would say the worst gift I ever got was a long leather jacket. It was just not for me, and I didn't have a problem taking it back at all.
Well, I think it's pretty clear. Moms don't want things, they want love. From 2nd Street, this is Bob on the Beat. Back to you, Danny.
Mornings on the Beach. I'm
We're
Danny
trying.
Demos.
Yeah.
You're Mike Stark?
Yeah, I'm Mike Stark. Last time I checked.
Who are you?
I continue to be Melanie Ray.
And we're joined in studio by a very actually, back a while ago, Melanie and I were involved in the Mixtape Confessions, where we got to do our stories at Long Beach Playhouse. And this next guest of ours was our DJ for that night. Say hello to Erik Jonathan Powers, joining us in studio right here. Welcome.
All right.
That's so awesome.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. Just been busy beginning of the new year. I've been doing different art shows and exhibits and stuff throughout the year so far. January and February, I had one at the Cerritos Library. I had about 18 pieces there.
Oh,
This
wow.
is just abstract.
Yeah.
I just took a vacation from photorealism work, painting. So then I got back into it again, a little more photorealistic work. So that's what this contest I'm in now is. And it's the Johnny Depp, the People's Artist Contest. I believe I'm in 9th or 10th place right now.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's an international or nationwide contest.
And so people are asked to vote for you, or what's the deal?
Yeah, they go on Facebook or Instagram and they can vote for me there. Usually it's easier to contact me on the Facebook on there because that's on top on the lead. That's my last
And
post.
on Facebook, you're Erik Jonathan Powers?
Yes.
But also EJ, what's your handle on there?
Oh, EJ Powers 29.
Got it, yeah.
Is my Instagram.
Right. So you can find him on that. So tell us a little about, first of all, you are like a multi-talented, because when we met you as a DJ, and then I found out you were a trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You still do that as well.
Yeah, I still do that as well.
And then artists on the side.
Yeah.
What else you got going on?
Does he have time for anything?
It's a lot to juggle.
Yeah, but you juggle it well. I mean,
There's just a different transition because they're all different things that I'm passionate about. Art, graphic design, photorealism, painting, all the fine arts that you can do with that, about 20 different medias by hand, just with the arts by hand. And then like 10 softwares I know with graphic design.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. So did you go to school here in Long Beach?
Yeah, I went to Cal State Long Beach.
Ah,
Yeah, baby.
And that's where you learned
Go Beach.
graphic design?
Yeah, well, emphasis in graphic design.
Oh, that's wild.
Studio art with emphasis in graphic design.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. And as far as being a DJ, that's just something you do on the side, or is that something you also as another revenue stream?
This is something I do on the side for fun.
That's wild. That's great. That's great. So your art, when you were young, did you used to draw or paint or?
Oh, I've been drawing and painting since I was 3 to 5 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you remember your first painting?
Oh, there was so many different
Like, what
ones.
was it about? Like, what caught your attention enough to paint it?
Well, I won a contest when I was 7, and I shook the mayor of California's hand.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Cambodian Library. They had a bookmark contest, and I got first prize in that.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that shows how great those contests are.
That is
where they
great.
can
No
give
wonder.
somebody
That's really great.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, it's just a continuum of your style. My mom was just saying, practice your craft and develop your style. And then I didn't have an art class until 6th grade. And then my second art class was in 12th grade in high school. Then Art Center and all these different schools wanted me. And then like Cal State Long Beach was really impacted, so I had to go Long Beach City College route first, switch from a sociology major and then get into the arts.
Wow.
So
that's
why I
wild.
switched
So the contest you're in, is it one specific piece that people are voting for, or just you as an artist?
I think they wanted you to create like a profile, like an online portfolio.
Uh-huh.
So I got about 4 pieces on there.
Oh, okay.
One's like a sea turtle, that's a photorealism piece. And then I have this concept I did for the Johnny Depp contest was me holding the world. Just you see my hand, and then the whole world, and then you see like a killer whale bleeping out of it.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
a painting.
Then, and then I have a great white shark in the middle of it. There's a dolphin, and then there's a humpback whale coming out of it.
Oh, cool. So it's kind of a snapshot of you as a painter, the types of things you do.
Yeah, but
that
all you see
people
is
are
my
voting for.
all you see is my hand, and then all these elements are
Super
popping
cool.
up.
All right, listeners, get to work. Where do we vote? Once again, let's plug it. Let's make sure we know where to go to vote for you.
You can go to my Facebook page, and that's the best place where you can vote. And that's It'll be right on the top of on the wall on my Facebook page.
And all they do is type in
Erik Jonathan Powers.
Boom, and you find it.
And find you.
Scroll
and it's
down.
Erik with a K.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. Erik with a K.
So I was looking up you and I couldn't find you. But when I put the K in,
my mom said with a K was to resemble a Viking. That was what the Viking way to spell it.
We want to meet your mom.
Right.
She sounds pretty cool. She encouraged you to do all that stuff. That's great.
Right?
But speaking of contests, we have someone on the line, right, who's also involved in another contest, and I'd like to include them in if we can.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hang on. And Erik, would you meet Ashley and Carl right here? They're joining us here online. And the subtext, the background for this is that a couple of weeks back, we entered Boomer in Long Beach's favorite pet contest. Ashley Jones was on the show, you'll remember. She came and talked to us about the competition. And we got an email last week that Boomer was not selected.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
And so,
dare they?
and he has a bone to pick. Pardon the
So
pun.
to speak.
However, we found out that another KLBP cohort, our former board president here, Ashley Aguirre, got a nomination for Carl. What is his breed?
So he's a mix of things, and also I should say my husband John Villanueva is on too.
John
is a vital dog dad.
I bet. I bet.
We did one of those tests for his breeds, and at the pound, or not the pound, the Long Beach shelter, they told us that they thought he was likely a mix of a dachshund and a spaniel.
Oh.
Which he does have a little bit of that in him.
I can see that in his face.
Look how cute he is.
Yeah, we were surprised that he is 20% Shih Tzu.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
We were like, I do not see the Shih Tzu at all. He's part Mexican hairless dog.
He's got a lot of hair for a hairless.
He's American Cocker Spaniel. He's got a lot of it, but his primarity is he's a lot of companion breed. So he is literally by our side all the time. He just, he kind of needs to be around people. He doesn't really like being by himself.
Well, there's Boomer's on the floor of the studio. I don't know if you can see him there. He's asleep.
Yeah,
he's asleep because we really interest him.
Also, justice for Boomer. I'll have to run a campaign for him next year.
What do you think was the winning factor in getting selected? First of all, his pictures were adorable, and Boomer did not do enough photography, that's for sure. So what was it that you think, did they say?
Honestly, I think our story. I think this, at the end of the day, this is... we haven't lost the narrative that this is still a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser for Long Beach Animal Care and Services. And, that I think is really important to us because he's a dog that we got through that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it kind of was like a really full circle moment for us. And, when we decided to adopt him, we were just both kind of having a rough day at the state of the world. And, we'd been talking about getting a dog forever. So we just... on a random Sunday, we're like, why don't we just go look at dogs?
Perfect.
So we feel better. And John was looking because he was just thinking, I'm going to sign up to volunteer.
Yeah.
So in our narrative, we told his story a bit about that, and, and he had bitten someone when he was in the pound. So he'd been there for a while. And so we knew that was going to be hard for him to get adopted otherwise. And, we talked to a trainer and stuff, and he was really shy and standoffish, and now he's, he loves people.
Now, hopefully, he's Long Beach's favorite pet. That would be awesome if he was number one. So let's tell people what has to happen now in order for him to win.
Well, there is a voting period until May 17th is the last day to vote.
What's next Sunday?
You can go. It's on the contest. I mean, it's the Partners of Parks is hosting the contest. So it's on their website, which I think is partnersofparks.org.
It is. You're right on.
So if you go on there, there is a section that says Long Beach's favorite pet. If you click on that, you can see all the nominees. We're not just against other dogs.
Of course.
We're in competition against 10 other cute cats, and I believe 4 or 5 different miscellaneous pets, including a parrot, which I was hilarious. Every dollar that people donate under each pet's name, basically that counts as a vote toward them.
Great. to keep more pooches and cats available for people who need to rescue them. I think it's a fantastic. We're friends of that whole organization here at KLVP, so it's so cool that we have a connection to it now. I love it.
Yeah, we're stoked.
Carl, listen, no other dog has a radio station behind him, so we'll get out there, and you got to bring him out to one of our tabling events so people can meet him before the voting period ends.
He has some work to do with other dogs. He loves people. He's loved people since we got him. But with other dogs, he's still a little reactive, a little bit less. We've been going to the dog parks every week, so it's been fun just watching him progress too as a dog who was shy and couldn't even be around other dogs to, now it's hit or miss. The trainer said it's like people. You can't train dogs to like other dogs, but you can train them to not react.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, so that's fantastic, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll want to stay in touch with the progress once the voting closes, and we'll see. Hopefully, cross your fingers.
And I'm just going to say, let's vote for Carl.
Yes,
and not vote for any of these cats because cats don't care anyway. They do not care.
Yes. Carl just shook his head. Yes.
Yeah, Carl.
Did you see that?
Carl looks invested.
That's great.
Oh, his ears spoke up when I said say hi.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much. And like I said, we'll be in touch. And talk to you later.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, Ashley.
Bye-bye. And Eric, thank you for joining us and being with us on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to make sure people, again, go and vote for him on Instagram. So there's voting that needs to take place.
So much voting.
Lots of voting.
Yeah, take care of it right now. It's Mornings on the Beach. We got music coming up.
Another Mama song, Ozzy Osbourne, and Mama, I'm Coming Home. As Ozzy Osbourne and Mama, I'm Coming Home for Mother's Day.
For your Mornings on the Beach, Saturday, Sunday, Danny Lemos right here.
Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And also in the house with us still, Erik Powers.
Hello,
right here.
still.
Eric.
So, Erik, you're going to help us because you're going to be the unofficial sort of like, what do they call that person when you verify, right? Like Price Waterhouse, you're going to verify that we're going to do this completely legally. You're going to participate. So what we're doing is we're going to give away something we promised we would give away a long time ago with our Power of 100
with
campaign.
With the zipper sound,
and
I
here
don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I didn't think, no, it's not that. Melanie, look where you
I can't.
Yeah, that's Melanie. That's our
me.
Melanie.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm showing it to them right now.
A 13-year-old.
And it is a guitar that has been bejeweled.
It's super shiny.
Yes, by Mark Morale,
I'm blinded.
Our webmaster. He actually designed our new website. So he gave us this to give away. And for those of you out there who gave us $100, we promised that we would give this away to one of y'all.
Sweet.
So we've put everybody's name into a list, numbered the list. And so in order for us to pick this fairly, I'm going to ask Melanie, Erik, and Mike to write down a number on the pad that I gave you, all right? And then give me that number. Fold them all up real small. And then by even more randomness, we're going to pick one of those three, and we're going to award it to the name on the list. And I've got the list open on my laptop, so go ahead, fold them. I don't want to see which one is. No favoritism.
You're not voting?
No. I can't vote. Because I know the list, see? Okay, bye-bye. May I have yours?
How about boomers?
In fact, for our musicians in the house, will you get us a drum roll, please? And then, Erik, if you hit the cymbal. All right, we're ready to go. All right, so the number we're going to choose is one of these three, okay? And we're mixing and we're matching, and we're going to give...
Oh, it's scientific here, folks.
Yeah, and Boomer's scratching them away, so we got to... All right.
All those pieces of paper.
Right here are three. Mike, if you would just pick one.
Okay. Let's go with...
All right, go with the little one. All right, good. And then open it up. What's the number on it?
The number is... 46.
And that person on the list is our very own Vin Hollywood Ruiz. Who wins this wonder? It's incredibly beautiful.
He's going to love it.
He's going to love it.
Perfect that he got it.
Isn't that perfect? So it's perfect for wall mounting because it's a piece of art. It plays. It actually plays, though. I wonder if it needs to be tuned up.
I have a personal request that he poses with it with that rock and roll face he
Please.
does.
That's so awesome. That we did this
guitar.
Right in front of you, and we have the tape to prove it, that we chose the right legitimate. Right?
Yep.
It was all legitimate. Yep. And I'm so happy to say that that's been part of...
he's going to love it. That's a great person to get it.
He is. And just at the same time, I want to really say that, we work so much and we're always on the air. We're doing some event. We don't stop enough to say thank you out there for you make this possible. The little people think, I only gave them $5, but it all
adds up.
Everything
matters.
Yeah. So if we can actually feel you out there, and we feel that you have heavy pockets at the moment. So if you'd like,
we feel that you're looking for some place to put your money.
Please, right now, what we're doing, the Power of 100 was for us to secure the money to get our newsroom, to pay the rent for a year in our new newsroom location studio, which is going to be at Studio 111 at 3rd and the Promenade. Now we have to put equipment in it, and we put the list together, and it's really not that much. We only need $4,500 to put all the stuff we want, all the new stuff. We can use old stuff if we want to, but we don't want to.
Right.
So if you want to go online to klbp.org and go to the donate page, you'll be able to help us out there if you're listening and you feel like it. And there's so many folks we met at the Henry screening that were just so wonderful.
That was a great event.
Yeah,
that was a great event.
And it was fun.
It really
was fun.
We can have fun and raise money at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Rather than get on and beg for money like a lot
we could do that.
Stations do. No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, and other
we
ways.
might sometimes.
We're looking for your participation too. So if you're out there, you think I have a great idea for them. Please, we're always open to great ideas and how we can be out in the community. And we have a couple things coming up that I want to make sure we talk about. One is next weekend on Sunday we will be marching in the Long Beach LGBTQ Pride Parade. We have a beautiful new banner. You'll see us. Awesome. And we want anybody that's feeling like they want to join us can do that. Here's how you do that. Just go online and write an email to info@klbp.org and tell us you want to march. We'll get right back to you. We'll get to you and tell you where we're going to meet up and come and bring the dog, whatever. It would be awesome. And then on June 21st, Summer Solstice Sunday and Father's Day, we are going to be doing we'll be out in the park with a live broadcast for Make Music Long Beach, which is a international event. We are the Long Beach chapter, one of the sponsors for the Long Beach chapter, and we're going to let anybody who's out there who wants to perform musically, and you can do anything as long as it makes music, right? So if that means that you're playing soda bottles, great, so be it. Or if you have a band, or you're a person who plays the flute by themselves, or maybe you're the guy that plays the clarinet. There's a guy who lives behind me that plays Harlem Nocturne every Saturday night about 9 o'clock. He's probably had a couple of whiskeys. So he's welcome to get out there and perform. That's what this is about. All the information will be at klbp.org.
Awesome.
And then good. All right, now I can get off my soapbox. It is time for us to say goodbye.
Is it? Goes by so fast.
Yeah, it does go fast when you have all kinds of things going. We
So
packed a
much fun.
lot into this show.
We sure did.
It'd be awesome. But we want to make sure that the people out there understand that we're here for you. And because of that, we want to make sure you know that the Starbucks CEO, did you hear this week, said that a $9 latte is an affordable luxury. And I think he's living in some other world.
Are they $9 now?
You can get a latte, and it would cost you, of course, you add the flavors and all the other stuff, $9.
Wow, you do that every day.
Yeah, let them drink lattes. That's exactly how I feel.
I'll make them at home, thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. So for another week, we're going to say goodbye. Danny Lemos.
Mike Stark.
Melanie Ray.
And we're going to leave you with one of the greatest old school songs for Mama of all time. I'll say that. I'm going to commit. The Intruders.
Yeah.
And I'll always love my mama.